Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Played over towards the opposite flank. Good ball over the top. Martinez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he's picked out the run. They're urging him to shoot. Turan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone any player, make such a meteoric rise in the manner the Ligt did, Peter. Just absolutely phenomenal. A player way ahead of his years, and his composure and confidence is like that of a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Zirkzee. Got a shot away! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Can he get away here? Menu. Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Højlund. Diogo Dalot. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now he's off and running. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mount. Zirkzee driving forwards.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Great hit! It's loose and then he's got away with one there. Diogo Dalot. Oh, good read. And it's Mkhitaryan. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Højlund. Zielinski. He's been picked out. He's got away. It's a foul. It's in the box. It's a penalty. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. Terrific save by Bayern. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Forwards and with intent. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United!
Højlund very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mount has given away a free kick. And there's green grass ahead of him. Højlund! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Passes short and sharp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And we hit half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He can run onto that. Thuram! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Zirkzee. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ashlani. Now it's Zielinski. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Zirkzee looking understandably energised after his goal. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Has a look and plays it forward. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Mount. Now it's Martinez. That's surely a foul, free kick. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Ashlani. That pass isn't the best. Diogo Dalot. Lovely feet. Diogo Dalot got a long way forward to join the attack. Thuram. Martinez. Couldn't squeeze it through. Thuram.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De Ligt gets a foot in here. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, Dave.
Shot a goal! He scores! Inter are back in business!
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22.
Substitution of the game.
Numero 52.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Asllani with the foul. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He is through here. Diogo Dalot did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, what about a counter-attack? Into the last quarter of an hour.
Inter showing a good level of intensity.
And Martinez! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been quick. In he goes again! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was a given. It always was.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the up.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Menu. Looking for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Bruno Fernandes with the short one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Mazraoui. He won't be happy with that one. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Højlund gets flagged offside. Thuram. Oh, well played, well played. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Inter Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. Turns and goes back. He's in! Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Oh, beautifully deceptive. And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Thuram. And there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now the breakaway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I think a lot's going to be expected of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. I think he's got the heart for it. And you need that if you really want to improve and get up there with the very best. And I see that in him. I think there's an honest character underneath. I think he's got the right attitude. He wants to apply himself, and I think if he can do that successfully, he's going to start scoring the amount of goals he would like.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Menu. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Menu chasing after it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mount. Mazraoui. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Ball is bounced loose now. Carlos Acosto. Mount. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. To Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Referee has just said play on. Now it's Turan, and he's away. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Diogo Dalot. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Mount. Now there's a fine ball. That's good defending, very good defending. Menu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been cut short. Højlund. Menu. Dumfries cuts it out. Zielinski. Johnny Evans.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Menu. And he welcomes it in. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, that's clever. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, no joy this time. Goes forward. Now he's off and running. Menu. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. A heavy challenge. And the shot's on here. There's the hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Has a go! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the finish! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Well, that's well seen too. Well, that's an inviting ball.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mkhitaryan. And it's Mkhitaryan. Thuram! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Any thoughts on the goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And we hit half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each.
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Manchester United get the second half started. Mount, and here's Højlund.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Højlund really needed to concentrate.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! Menu, Zirkzee. Well, they could break here. And here's Højlund. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Zirkzee. Looking tidy in possession here. Great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's Thuram. Now it's Martinez. And he's being shifted off it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mkhitaryan. Thuram. Now it's Mkhitaryan. He's played him through. Diogo Dalot. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It's one! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.314 spettatori.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And smartly reclaimed. Zirkzee, Mazraoui. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Martinez, and Martinez! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. To Martinez! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Works it forward. Mazraoui. Passes short and sharp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thuram. Menu. Mount. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that's fabulous. Pulls it back. And that's been repelled. That's played into space. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Thuram. He's through, now is he in? He's Thuram! Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Zielinski. There's a no-nonsense tackle. It's their second corner of the game. Diogo Dalot gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Mount.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Fiddles it through. No, that's been intercepted. Zixi looks to get on the end of this. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And they've got rid. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Thuram! Thuram!
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Martinez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine, and when a goal is registered, the decibel level will deafen you. Believe me on that. Tension levels can be off the scale, and the Milanese have a unique way of expressing their emotion.
Decent hit! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Speculative strike. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's had it taken off him. Threads one in, and that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Dumfries makes the interception. That is ended up in no man's land.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Fofana. Chukwueze. Mkhitaryan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neatly clipped into space. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kyle Walker. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they
shot a goal! Oh, it's there! Inter are back in business!
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score, which the ball was recovered.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Fofana. Ball played for Musa. Milan looking to pass. Abraham! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan get themselves into the lead. Fofana. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. It's a sweet ball, that. Climbs up big! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rafael Leao. Chukwueze. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played, well played. Aslani does really well there, he is strong. Mignon catches it safely.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Il quarto uomo
Mkhitaryan.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Good, strong hand by the keeper. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. And we are back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Shapes to shoot. This time, surely. Yes, it's there. It's level again. What a match we have.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That's no fluke. It's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Joao Felix. That's a shade optimistic. Aim forwards. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Musa. Fofana. Musa. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Done delicately. Spread neatly. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Martinez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there, but he was quick to react. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest, what a wonderful contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pavlovic. Ball played for Musa. Now it's Abraham. Rafael Leao. Now it's Chukwueze. Zielinski looking understandably energised after his goal. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looks to clip it forward. Dink through. Tries to get it clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Out to the left it goes. Succumbs to the pressure. He's looking for the runner here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Abraham chasing after it. Chukwueze. He's a sharp little ball here. Deftly away. And that's a look and place it forward. Joao Felix. Terrific header! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan go into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
And the shot's on here. Martinez touches it back. There's the shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21. Numero 52.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That is good strength. Great defending, strong and determined.
Inter merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Pulisic. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Jovic. Oh, he had to make that, and he did
Ci
make
saranno
it.
3 minuti di
It's
recupero.
really well cleared. Fofana. Driving on and making good progress. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's in. He's had a hit! Fantastic from Martinez! And that has raised the roof!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Inter Milan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Martinez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. So we're up and running. Mount. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always...
There's the hit! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Simplicity itself.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
And Martinez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Has a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Mazraoui. Menu. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Højlund. That is a great chance! Really well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Inter Milan are in serious threat of getting left behind. 2 goals down already. Not the most accurate pass. Martinez. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Inter were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Menu looks to get on the end of this. And it's Mkhitaryan. No luck with that dink over the top. Bruno Fernandes.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Zirkzee. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Dumfries gets it away. Passes short and sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mount. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have... Decent hit! That's another chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Menu. Bruno Fernandes proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Thuram. And that has put paid to that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really...
And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And it's going to be another one. Corner number 3 coming up. Bastoni clears. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Mazraoui cuts it out. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Casemiro. And here's Højlund. That's been cut out, well played.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mazraoui. Zirkzee. Mkhitaryan. Martinez. And that interception was most necessary. Bruno Fernandes. He's got plenty of space out wide. Goes in for the header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Menu. Casemiro. Menu. Now Mazraoui.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Mkhitaryan. Menu. Mount. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Casemiro. Menu. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Nicked it back promptly. Martinez. Menu. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ashlani.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Heads it! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
A case now of complete control. Carlos Augusto gets across to intercept that. Johnny Evans calmly anticipates.
Diogo Dalot.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 70.987 spettatori.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Hoyland. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Menu. Hoisted in. Great ball if he can get there. Mount. Menu. Oh, great ball! Zixi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was quick to react. Can he get onto this? He rises! No, not the best of headers. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 52, numero 21, numero 22, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per
The message is clear, none shall pass.
il numero 54.
That looks a cracking
Il
ball.
numero 32, il numero 53.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Half an hour gone in the second half. Martinez! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Çalhanoğlu ready to try one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, it's come loose.
Diogo Dalot.
DiMarco was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bruno Fernandes, 2 assists to his credit already. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United get their 4th corner. Dumfries is there, and he can get that clear. Great shot at goal! That could spell... And again! Nicely aimed pass.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And the counter is on. Well, that's an inviting ball. Always onto this. And he gets rid in a hurry. He'll try from distance. Martinez is flagged offside.
Il quarto uomo
Now it's
indica
Bruno
2 minuti di
Fernandes.
recupero.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And we're done. Inter Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come.